In the modern world where urban living dominates, creating a peaceful refuge within our homes is no longer just desirable. It's essential. Japanese indoor garden design offers a unique and profoundly calming approach to transforming a blank interior into a sanctuary of peace. This video will walk you through the journey of turning an empty corner, hallway, or room into a fully realized Zen garden that reflects the harmony and balance of traditional Japanese aesthetics. We'll explore every layer, from materials and layout to plants and lighting, all tailored to indoor spaces that radiate tranquility. Before diving into design elements, it's important to understand the philosophy that underpins Japanese gardens. Rooted in Zen Buddhism, these gardens are designed to promote meditation, mindfulness, and the appreciation of imperfection, also known as wabi-sabi. The concept encourages natural elements and asymmetrical beauty. An indoor Japanese garden isn't just about aesthetics. It's a lifestyle choice, one that nurtures your mental health and enhances the flow of positive energy. This design approach is minimal yet rich in symbolic meaning, inviting you to slow down and connect with the natural world, even within your home. Not every area in your home is ideal for an indoor garden, so choosing the right space is critical. Japanese indoor gardens thrive in areas where natural light, calm, and airflow can be optimized. Think about quiet corners, hallways with skylights, or even under staircases. You don't need a large area. Even a 3 by 3 foot space can become an oasis of calm. What matters most is that the location allows for undisturbed contemplation and integrates well with the existing interior design. Consider the space's function. If it's too busy or loud, it may not align with Zen principles. The layout of a Japanese indoor garden should reflect simplicity and balance. Start with sketching the basic shapes, often asymmetrical, keeping the design uncluttered and fluid. Pathways or stepping stones, miniature gravel beds, or moss islands should follow an organic flow. One popular layout style is the karasansui, or dry landscape garden, which uses rocks and gravel to represent water and mountains. When laying out your design, leave open space intentionally. It's part of the composition. Negative space allows the mind to breathe and focus, turning the garden into a spiritual pause within your home. One of the foundational steps in your indoor garden is choosing the base material. Japanese gardens often use gravel, sand, or natural stone as a ground layer. Indoors, a gravel bed of fine white or beige stones offers visual calm and can be easily raked into Zen patterns. River pebbles or flat stones can act as stepping paths. Some use moss mats or synthetic turf patches to evoke a woodland effect. It's essential that the material is low maintenance and safe for indoor use. The texture underfoot should feel organic and grounding, part of the meditative experience. Rocks are fundamental in Japanese garden design. They symbolize permanence and stability. Choose stones that differ in shape and size but match in tone and texture. Place them asymmetrically in odd numbers, like 3s or 5s, to create a naturalistic layout. Larger stones can act as focal points, representing mountains or islands, while smaller ones can guide visual movement. Their placement should feel intentional but not rigid, as if nature arranged them. Stones also help balance the energy in the room, rooting the space and offering visual weight to contrast with lighter elements like plants or gravel. Although space and practicality often limit large water elements, adding a small water feature can elevate your indoor Zen garden. A tabletop bamboo fountain, ceramic basin, or a small, recirculating stream creates soothing ambient sound and reinforces the natural theme. Water represents renewal in Japanese symbolism and adds a sensory experience that enhances tranquility. Just ensure that the water system is splash-proof and low maintenance. The gentle trickle can drown out indoor noise and promote a meditative atmosphere, making your Zen garden not just a visual but also an auditory retreat. plant selection is crucial to achieving a balanced and authentic Japanese indoor garden. Opt for slow-growing, shade-loving varieties like bonsai, ferns, moss, bamboo, or peace lilies. These plants embody patience and stillness. Keep arrangements sparse. Quality over quantity. A single bonsai tree on a stone slab can anchor the entire space. Consider using pots in neutral or earthy tones, and elevate certain plants on wooden platforms or stones for height variation. The goal is to mimic the feeling of a forest floor, with layered textures and a muted natural palette that brings serenity indoors. A Japanese indoor garden usually features a focal point that subtly commands attention without overwhelming the space. This could be a tall standing rock, a stone lantern, or a perfectly pruned bonsai. Place your focal point slightly off-center for a more natural composition, as symmetry is often avoided. The surrounding elements should complement and not compete with it. This centerpiece becomes the heart of your Zen space, offering a point for quiet reflection and visual rest. Remember, it should evoke simplicity and depth, not extravagance or distraction. Natural light is always preferred in a Japanese indoor garden, but not all homes offer optimal sunlight. Supplement with soft, warm LED lights that mimic daylight. Avoid harsh overhead lighting. Instead, use paper lanterns, recessed floor lights, or LED strip lighting under platforms to create a gentle glow. Lighting should enhance the texture of the gravel, the sheen of the stones, and the foliage of the plants. You can even install smart lights that adjust throughout the day to match circadian rhythms, reinforcing the space's calming intent and supporting plant health. Wood and bamboo are integral in Japanese garden aesthetics. Use bamboo screens to define the garden boundary or wooden planks as miniature walkways or platforms. You might also include a low wooden bench for meditation. The warm tones of cedar, cypress, or oak add richness and warmth to the space. Wood should be untreated or finished in a way that maintains its natural look. These elements connect your indoor garden to traditional Japanese materials, offering textural contrast to stone and gravel while reinforcing the garden's overall warmth. To give your indoor garden a sense of enclosure and intimacy, consider installing Shoji screens, the iconic rice paper sliding panels. These lightweight partitions filter light beautifully and provide a gentle boundary between your Zen garden and the rest of your home. If you don't have space for actual sliding panels, you can use freestanding Shoji-style screens. These help define the garden as a distinct environment, separate from daily distractions. Plus, they lend a subtle architectural elegance, making your garden feel like a private retreat, even in a studio apartment. Japanese garden ornaments are not just decorative, they carry deep symbolism. A stone lantern symbolizes enlightenment and can be placed near your focal plant or water feature. A small pagoda sculpture may represent spiritual elevation. Avoid cluttering the space with too many items. Choose one or two that resonate with you. These elements should enhance the garden's story and guide meditative thought. Keep them subdued in color and texture so they blend naturally with the other materials. Ornaments help ground the space and give it cultural context while maintaining subtle elegance. Moss represents age, resilience, and quiet dignity in Japanese gardens. While growing real moss indoors can be tricky, certain conditions, humid and indirect light, make it possible. Alternatively, preserved moss mats or moss balls offer the same look with less upkeep. Add moss between stones, around plant bases, or even in small mounds as visual accents. Its soft, velvet texture contrasts beautifully with hard stone and fine gravel. Moss also adds a sense of timelessness, as if the garden has always existed within your home, maturing with grace and silence. Sound plays a subtle but powerful role in Japanese garden design. Indoors, you can use bamboo fountains, wind chimes, or recorded natural sounds like chirping birds or rustling bamboo leaves. The goal is to create an immersive environment that engages more than just the eyes. Even silence, accentuated by a quiet corner and soft surfaces, can become a meaningful auditory experience. The auditory layer should soothe and ground you, never distract. It should encourage you to linger, breathe deeper, and embrace the stillness your Zen garden offers. Incorporate natural materials beneath your feet with tatami mats or woven jute rugs. These provide texture and reinforce the connection to Japanese interior design traditions.
A small tatami mat can define a sitting area within or beside your indoor garden.
Its subdued scent and firm feel underfoot can enhance meditative practices. Pair it with a floor cushion for tea or breathing exercises. These natural mats serve both aesthetic and functional purposes, softening the space and offering a physical transition into your garden zone. Unlike Western garden styles that emphasize symmetry, Japanese gardens favor asymmetry, a visual technique that mimics nature's random yet harmonious balance. Place stones, plants, and accessories so that they feel weighted but unbalanced. Let the eye wander through curves, pauses, and diagonals. This approach fosters dynamic stillness, where the space feels alive yet calm. It's an invitation to reflect rather than control.
When your layout feels too orderly, loosen it.
Let some elements breathe, and others gently anchor the scene. This natural tension is where true Zen emerges. Your Japanese indoor garden should not feel like a separate installation. It should integrate seamlessly with your home's interior design. Use similar color palettes, matching materials, or mirrored textures. A floating wooden shelf nearby, bamboo art on adjacent walls, or an open concept extension of your living space can create cohesion. Avoid abrupt transitions between the garden and the room around it. When the lines between the garden and home blur, the entire space feels more expansive, welcoming, and serene. For small homes or tight indoor corners, mirrors can work wonders. A carefully positioned mirror behind your Zen garden can create the illusion of depth and space. It also reflects light, enhancing the garden's brightness and bringing movement into the still environment. Choose minimalist frames or go frameless for a seamless look. Ensure the reflection adds visual interest. Avoid pointing it toward clutter or electrical cords. The mirror should double the beauty of your Zen layout, making even the smallest garden feel like a vast inner sanctuary. A beautiful indoor garden requires mindful maintenance to retain its Zen essence. Regularly remove debris, lightly mist the plants, and rake gravel into calming patterns. Avoid overcrowding by pruning and removing any decaying foliage. Clean water features weekly and check for mold or pests. The act of maintaining the garden can itself be a meditative ritual, helping you slow down and reconnect. Simplicity is key. Choose elements that require minimal intervention so the space remains calm and manageable over time. Reflecting the changing seasons is an important practice in Japanese garden design. Indoors, this could mean switching out accessories, adjusting lighting temperatures, or rotating plants. Cherry blossom branches in spring, maple leaves in fall, or a white gravel layer in winter can subtly echo nature's cycles. Seasonal shifts bring freshness and remind us of impermanence, an important Zen principle. These changes don't have to be elaborate. Even a simple seasonal ikebana flower arrangement can renew the garden's energy and purpose. A Japanese indoor garden can be enhanced by subtle artwork or scrolls featuring calligraphy. A hanging kakemono scroll with a Zen proverb or seasonal painting adds intellectual depth and visual texture. Keep the piece minimal and consistent with the garden's colors and tone. Place it on a nearby wall, above a low table, or within the frame of the garden. This blend of natural and intellectual beauty engages both the senses and the mind, reinforcing the contemplative nature of the space. While Japanese design follows specific principles, your indoor garden should reflect your personality and journey. Whether it's a souvenir stone from a hike, a handmade tea bowl, or a family bonsai, these elements bring personal meaning to your Zen space. Just ensure they align with the garden's mood and don't clutter the simplicity. Your personal touches are what transform this from a design project into a living part of your home, an expression of your spirit and values. Your Japanese indoor garden should be more than visual. It should be part of your daily life. Sit beside it with morning tea, meditate with its elements, or simply pause to observe it each evening. These micro moments of mindfulness turn the garden from decoration to sanctuary. The more you interact with it, the deeper your connection becomes. Over time, the garden may evolve, changing plants, rearranging stones, but its purpose remains constant: to offer peace, reflection, and grounding within your daily routine. From a blank space to a Zen sanctuary, your indoor garden is more than a design. It's a declaration of peace, simplicity, and presence in your home. Every element, from the smallest pebble to the tallest bamboo stalk, works in harmony to remind you to slow down and breathe. A Japanese indoor garden offers timeless wisdom within a modern context. It proves that serenity is not about grandeur, but intentionality. And now, with knowledge and inspiration, You can transform your own interior into a space that not only looks beautiful but feels profoundly alive.